We'll do a do-over. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's practice.
Oh my God. Hello, everyone. Wow. Welcome to the Tales from the
Hello.
Shores podcast. My name is Tel, and I have with me Leia
Hi, Tal.
and Tactical Tea Time.
Hi, Tel and Leia.
Hi, tea time.
Thank you all for waiting with that delay. That definitely didn't happen. But hey, at least it wasn't 35 minutes, right? Or was it 37? Leia, I think you
37
counted.
to get the background, yeah.
37 to get the background and the 5-minute countdown, right? That's okay. So I just gotta learn from that because listen, that stream got 200 views, so they clearly know what they're doing. Hello.
I think the biggest flip I saw was when the countdown restarted.
That I lost it when that happened. I lost it. But hello and welcome. Today, this week's a good week. So we have lots of new stuff to talk about. We have the potion belt to chat about, the quest, a couple of weekly leaks, and there's some really good information in those, as well as the podcast, the Fen Friday stream. But before we get into that, let's have a chat with these two. What are you guys up to? What are you guys working on?
Well, I can start because mine's kind of topical. I'm actively using the Tel power farming KP method to get what I need to get that potion belt because you'd be surprised there are new players coming into the game and 4-star quests are pretty big tall task for us newbies. So
There's dozens of them.
Yep.
I am using the Tel approved, actually I think the Tel invented 540% KP per hour.
Oh, I don't cite that. I have enough drama lately.
Just kidding. But no, I'm leveling Forager, and then I'm gonna use the same mats that I get from Forager to go level Alchemy, so I can get the potion belt.
Awesome.
Nice. Potion belt, what's that? Weird.
Whoa, it's crazy. It's not like it's this thing on the screen, and oh my God, does it make it so much better. Having the belt is so good, and it opens up a lot of avenues for different things that even like you wouldn't expect, right? Like having a fear potion on the belt at all times, so you can do like north walls and south walls bounties. You can do merchant bounties. You can do all sorts of stuff, and it doesn't suck. Like, I guess there's some argument for, how dropping and stuff like that made it a little bit more engaging, but it's just not comfortable. It's so much better.
Agreed.
I've done oysters for so long. I need to go to lobsters. Leia, what are you working on?
I am currently working on investigations for detective. I just finished my 500 leatherworker last week. Detective is my last profession in Kren.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing. And I don't hate it at all.
So you love investigations. Tell me about your favorite part about investigations. I want to hear about it.
My favorite part about investigations is actually what I learned this morning. I was in Mr. Magnetron's stream. He's a great streamer, by the way. Check him out if you haven't. And I was too close to the guys in the investigation hall. He's like, "Why are you smelling them?" And I'm like, "Because obviously you have to smell them for your investigations. You need to know what they smell like."
And then
at the time, I didn't have any investigations where you had to smell them. I literally just leveled up, and now what do I have to do? But smell them? For real? So that's my favorite part now.
Use your detective aura, is it?
Yeah. Now they smell like flowers, or what is this one? Candy or something? Sweet. He smells sweet.
Oh, they literally. Okay, I thought you were like making a joke about auras.
No, they literally have scents. I didn't know that. I thought I was memeing at him. Instead, now I have to get up here and actually smell them.
Can you just click them and then like get about? Well,
yeah, you can always do that.
No, that's not fun, right? I have been working on 200 rolls still. My most recent one was I really want to get Fisher up to 226, because once you get fisher to 226, you literally never need to do fishing ever again, because you can just do oysters all the way to 500. However, I did hit 2,000 yesterday. Yay!
Woo! Let's go town.
The lowest level streamer.
Tell?
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah,
sure
that's
about
right.
that?
Tell?
Yeah. What's your level, tea time?
283.
Let's go. Awesome. Have you even stepped into episode 3 yet?
I stepped into Chronopolis literally like 4 days ago. It was a big deal.
How was that?
It was
like that?
crazy.
What's
I
your favorite
died
episode?
Many times. Oh, well, I'm a miner at heart.
Okay. Is that why you have the Gengar pillow?
Well, yeah, because I like damp, dark places, of course.
Okay. Awesome.
And I'm a ghost of a human.
Yeah. It's very, very cool. So yeah, let's move on to what do we got here. I'm running around in circles. I need to probably start doing Leatherworker. Or just go passive. But this is how I do.
Everyone should be doing Leatherworker.
Okay.
What's that?
It's money. It's money.
Dang.
Oh, let's stop that for a second. I broke something. Okay. Here. The weekly leak. Let's get into these. There's a few of them.
Yes.
We're gonna start with issue 1, even though we already talked about issue 1. Who did I talk about it with? Was that with you, Leia? Can't remember. Or was it with?
Probably the people that were on your podcast last week.
Yeah,
if you can remember that far back, or 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so weekly leak 1, and the reason that we're talking about this is because this screenshot we didn't get, right? So this is number 1. This isn't in the game yet, so this looks to be like some kind of boat on the north side of the port, which is what we might have thought we were going to get. But the quest that we actually got was in the weekly leak number 2, where we can see the new part of the infirmary, as well as the nurse and Cooper lying there. He's blurry, but Cooper is struggling. And we have the rats. How did you guys find the quest? Start with that.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I did. It was relatively quick, which I
It was
didn't
pretty
hate
quick.
because I'm on a grind. Like, I don't have time to go questing. So that's fine. But I liked the story was nice. I enjoyed the cats. Actually, interestingly, with the cats, the story said, please don't kill the cat. So I got back there and immediately started attacking the cat just because that's what the game makes you do. And I panicked. I'm like, wait, he said don't kill the cats. Should I leave? Do I need to like get a fear potion or something to not hurt the cat?
not that
I
deep.
decided, yeah, no, I stayed and just went with it. But I did have that moment of like, uh-oh, what if I ruin everything by killing this cat right now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I enjoyed the puzzle.
Oh yeah, the puzzle. Let's see. Can we add that? A second. What about you, Tea Time? Oh, you haven't done it yet.
Well, I'm in the middle of doing it. I did get to do the puzzle, and I've got to say, it was really enjoyable getting to that part of the quest and going, great, this is something I can do that I can have fun with without having to go grind the associated level, which I enjoy grinding the levels for quests and things like that, but it was nice to come upon a piece of content and like just kind of get to enjoy it, right then and there.
Exactly. That's good because you probably haven't done too many of the side quests. Yeah, it's gonna be great for you to have the belt at the level you are.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we had this. I remember I was streaming and then Samuel came in and he's like, "Good luck," and I'm like, "I'm probably gonna one shot this," and I was like, "Maybe I shouldn't have said that," but then yeah, we one shot these. This is great. It's good. It's good that the bones are there, right? It's a really good early level. It's interesting because it's like an early level quest, but it's also not, as evidenced by Tea Time. He's like, I'm suffering. I need to get higher level. It was short, and I made a thread on this on Reddit, and then I got blasted for it, obviously, because it's Reddit. But I basically was saying, like, it's okay, right? I know it's been 6 months. Like, the meme is it's been 6 months and we got this, like, 10-minute quest, really? But it's not that simple. And that's my opinion, is that it's not that simple. I think that things will improve, right? We're like, it's not going to be another 6 months for the next quest, probably, hopefully.
Maybe.
if it's 6 months again, then you can absolutely. But if this is what we can expect,
You can complain in 6 months. Like,
Yeah.
give it a chance though.
yeah. But let's just they have the new devs. They have the new devs, in which we'll pull up the leak and we'll go through what the devs have been up to, and they've been working on it. So yeah, that's my opinion anyway. Let's get these dev things up. How's the belt, Leia?
I love it. I have my fear potions, I have my Chronopolis potions, and then I have my passive Chronopolis potions, which I really like because I can just like throw one of those up real quick if I gotta go AFK, and I'm getting an extra 5%.
That's
the
crazy.
Few minutes that I'm
You waste
AFK.
so much money.
Like, I would never have gone to the bank to pull one out before, but now I just have them.
You use so much money on absolute junk.
Talking about, I'm getting extra experience. I'm saving time.
5% on a, like, yes, 5%. You're not even
Right,
using the
I
whole
should have
hour.
splurged for the 6%.
You're not even using the full hour.
No, I'm not. I
Tea
have
time.
the buff
Let me
right now. I'm running around.
let me tell you something. Tea time. These potions that she's buying to get 5% extra passive XP, they're 50 silver each.
Holy cow! I've never even had a gold.
Well, you're in Kren now. It's coming.
Well, no, I'm actually in Hopeport. That's the problem.
Well, okay, you have access to Kren now.
Yes, you're correct. You're right.
All right. Here's the full thing. Welcome to the second leak. Andrew has been working on new starter inductions and technical coding training with Samuel, which we saw. This training was done I think it was to introduce the belt into the game, and he was going through how he was setting it up with Samuel, as far as I know. And he's back to programming, so he's working on Hope 4. James has been working on the compliance with the Online Safety Act, and we're going to see this a lot, and we're still going to see it. It's not over. It's not over. It's going to rear its ugly head. 2 days ago, I think on like Thursday or Friday, the UK Ofcom, which is the Office of Communications, which handles this Online Safety Act thing, they introduced even more rules that they need to do for children's safety. There was in March, it was like you submit your final document and like, this is my game and this is my product, this is my online service, and here's how I protect it. And then they're like, okay, great. In the next 3 months, we're going to introduce child safety stuff, and here's what you can expect. And then they added more stuff. So James and Andrew are still working on the Online Safety Act stuff. We might, and whether we see this stuff come in like RuneScape or something, I don't know. That's
not our problem there.
You have to ask Jagex.
Mm-hmm.
Configuring network for the live streaming room, which was utilized well, which we'll chat about after this. Ian was working on fixing up bugs and mapping and coding for 6, Mentapon 6, Kren 6, all that stuff. We have some graphics stuff. Volkan was working on graphics Hope 2, but we'll get to that as well. Daniel learning for Handforge, and Harris learning for Handforge, all these new staff.
Hey.
And then we have the infographics. And we also have a comparison, which I'll come up. But basically, yeah, so we have Hope 4 finished, but after this weekly leak, and Hope 6 got started. All these ones started. And then Stonemore's a little bit away. Let's see. So all that was pretty good. Then we had the quest drop, which we did chat about. No complaints there. We went through the process. Now Cooper is feeling super.
I love his hairstyle.
He looks so sad about his hairstyle.
What? No, he's not sad about his hairstyle.
Well, he
That's a
doesn't look like
legitimate great hairstyle.
he's not feeling super about it. I don't think. Look at his face.
Okay, just every single one of your facial expressions reflect your opinion on how your hair looks that day.
Yeah, how's my hair is not. We have a. This is funny. So we have once again the forensics potions, which no one even knows what they do. By the way, it's a detective passive. There's the worst passive in the game. This one got another bug fix, which is funny because in my potion video, I actually used the forensics as a passive. You can't drink it anymore. You probably shouldn't drink it. It's used to like detect fingerprints and stuff. So, and then they fixed some stuff with the cat. Then we had the Fen stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if we've seen Andrew Gower in anything in a while. Everyone was so excited. I remember, like Samuel was like a parent was sit Andrew down, and he's like, talk to the people, and everyone was like, yeah.
We all had our suspicions when he started talking about the second chair, but then it really bothered me that Samuel didn't sit in the second chair. That chair
Oh,
was
okay.
never used.
And that bothers you?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, because it was discussed. It was pointed out. It's like, check out this second chair. There might be a
Chekhov's chair.
guest. And then here we have our guest, and Samuel just stands over him. He doesn't even sit down.
I see what you're saying. Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, we didn't even.
That's my only complaint from the entire stream.
Now from the stream, there's tons of stuff. If you didn't get to see the stream, I do have a VOD of it. There isn't a VOD on the channel. I remember Samuel saying, multiple people remember Samuel saying like he wants to keep the VODs on the channel, but there was technical difficulties before we started the stream. And so it's very possible that he just forgot, right? So I don't know, but the VOD's not available on the channel, but it's available on mine. But that being said, I've turned off ads and monetization because you can't watch it anywhere else. And I'm not going to really make you sit through ads to watch offend stuff. So we turned all ads for that off. So you can watch it on I have a recount, like a recast of it, but it starts 53 minutes in because I started 15 minutes before in, and then like 37 minutes later, the stream started. So, which is pretty funny. All right, let's see. We have this thing. Is it going to come up? Why is it not coming up? What's going on here? Oh, there we go. Okay. We got some leaks. Sorry, Samuel. Sorry. You think we're going to snap this thing as fast as possible? You're dead wrong. So on the top left here, this is a debug menu. Really cool. In here, we can see they can spawn items and do all sorts of stuff. We can also teleport to different episodes and complete parts of quests for different episodes. Notably, episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are all here. Then all these buttons are really cool. So there's some pretty good ones. So like complete all quests. Tea Time would love that one. Reveal all chunk, reset chunks, learn all spells, discoveries, albums, character designer from anywhere, rename your character. Then there's some good stuff, right? We have passive advanced 24 hours. That'd be great. Just fire up a passive and just click that a few times. Boom.
We knew that existed. Like Samuel mentioned that they tested using that.
Yeah.
function.
Of course. Yeah, I know, but like the button's right there, Leia. Just
Okay, I'm sorry. We're seeing the button itself.
It's like, oh my god, yeah. It's like, oh my god, I
so
want to click
shiny.
it. It is. Don't you want to click it and just get a bunch of like experience without having to sleep? It's great. It makes completely devalues the the experience, but listen, I want it. He made an oopsie. He clicked on here, the inventory of the items, which was funny. This is all just potions. So I assume you can probably just give like spawn items in. And then we had like this is really funny. So the whole reason that this stuff got like he clicked on some stuff here was he wanted to find the inventory button and give himself containers because he needed to make a potion to complete the quest, right? Meanwhile, Esteban's there like, hi. You can just Sam, you could have just bought a potion. He's so dev coded that he couldn't just buy a potion bottle. That was pretty funny.
You can't buy. Can you? Yeah, you can. Can you buy the empty bottles straight from the alchemy guy, or do you have to go to the?
Yeah. Of course he sells them.
It's been a while.
Is there not one sitting on the table?
I know there's also a free one.
There was also a free one.
Yeah,
that some people pointed out as well. But it was really funny. He's like digging around in all the menus and stuff, and it's like, my guy, just buy a potion bottle. Simon's looking great, by the way. I don't know, got a haircut or what? But
yeah,
he's all didn't have a fresh
very
suit
snazzy.
on, but he was very snazzy.
Him and Andrew.
Esteban Ebsworth. I don't know where I got Esteban from. Give 1 gold. Damn, if only we got the give one, man. Whatever the one past gold is.
Do we know yet?
No one. We got platinum, and then after that, we don't know what was. Fill all banks? What does that do? Does that just give you all the items? Just all of them? Containers.
In the entire game, that would be nuts.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But it implies that banks can be filled.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, okay. No,
Sure.
well, the item fill cap on banks is like literally 4.3 billion or something like that. It's insane. You because they use a float. So, give 1 random transmog. Give all transmogs. There we go. So that's a little fun thing that we got from the stream. Other than that, did you guys watch it?
Yeah, of course. Yep.
I watched you watching it.
Watching it. Yeah. React content, lazy React content. Yeah. That's how we're doing it. Yeah, it was good. I liked it. I think it's good. I don't think they should do it all the time.
I do think it would be hard to maintain every single week.
Yeah, I think.
Plus, it would pull Samuel away from actually developing, which we don't want. We want him to be able to work on things.
I think the weekly league is good. I think they should do that every week. I think that's pretty much like the universally consensus. Is just like everyone loves the weekly league.
I agree.
Yeah, and definitely want to see those. But as for the podcast, like the Fen Friday, I would like to see it every month. I think
they don't even necessarily need to put a time frame on it. It
Yeah.
could be put around big events like
Yeah.
new releases. I
makes
mean,
sense
it's
too.
fine to do monthly, but
So every
it's
6
not
months.
necessary. Stop.
Yeah, big releases is a good one to do. That or just no more frequently than like monthly, or unless I guess or big releases. Because I think there's a problem that they will run out of stuff to talk about. While the dev stuff is cool, they can only do so much with that too, and there's only a matter of time before he leaks something actually important. Like everyone was like his map was pretty zoomed out. You could see Stonemore at the top on the north side, and everyone was like taking all these screenshots, and they're like, "Oh my god, quick zoom and enhance!" It's like ridiculous. You guys are trying to get any scrap of content, any scrap of leak. Yeah, so it was good. Definitely, they will run out of stuff to talk about, and like the Q&A part, right? I don't mean to be reductive, but there's only so much they can say, and it's gonna get repetitive. The Q&A stuff.
Yeah.
That's partially my fault because I had the big one with him, so like that's also on me. But a lot of the questions are going to be quite samey, and a lot of the answers are going to be quite samey. There's only so much they can say, and there's only so many times they can say, maybe, we like it, we're working on it.
True.
Like they do need the time to work on it. So I think there's like, I mentioned it before, but there's like a kind of parasocially element to everyone and the devs, and it's like a little bit of back and forth where it's like people have, the more Q&As they do, the more expectations people have, so then it gets like worse, kind of, if that makes sense.
Yeah. We can't expect something if we don't know about it.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, that's also true. Like, just keep it secret. That's funny thing is, the dev before it was released, that's how it was. It was very keep it all secret. Yeah.
It's nice to like have some things to look forward to, but it's also nice to have some things be like surprises.
Yeah. Yeah. Which it's just like, it's commendable because they're trying to temper everyone and like make them more patient by letting us know that like, hey, we're working on this, hey, we're working on that, hey, we're working on raid and stuff. Because everyone's like, oh my god, I want content, I want this, I want that. But it does have a small counter effect where it's like when they talk about it, then yeah, that happens. So it's not an envious position.
Yeah.
Any other highlights from the podcast? The Fred Friday, sorry.
I will say, as someone who's relatively new to the community, seeing the numbers that came out for the dev stream and seeing the numbers on your stream beforehand of the number of people like sitting around and waiting that whole time, it really reassured me to be like, all these people care about this game so much, and that makes me want to care about the game that much more, to see everybody show up when there is new things happening, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, there was I think a peak at 200 or so concurrents, and I had 50 at the time, which probably people were watching both. But yeah, it was quite a lot, and we have the active players of, I think we hit like 400, 500 each time. But to have 200 concurrents on the stream means there's quite a lot of people waiting or like having their eye on the game, right? Because there is the player base thing where it's like, oh, we only have 500 concurrent players active right now, and people look at that and like say there's only 500 players. Well, there's not 500 players. There's probably a few more thousand than that, because a lot of people play. There's tons of people waiting. There's tons of people who don't log in. There's some people who log in and do their passive, which I think we all know someone who just logs in, passives, logs out. That's kind of half of my game time, to be honest. So yeah, we'll see. I think time will tell. I think that this is a good moving forward from all the previous stuff that happened. This is a good thing because the weekly leaks are great. The Fed stream was really good. It was all very official. It wasn't very floaty and it was good. It was very concrete. So I think that's helped a lot of people. Let's see. We had, all right, the Alchemist. Number 3. This is cool. All right, so after the stream, we had this weekly leak. Now, I don't know what's going on with this dude. This might be the quest giver or someone that we need to save. This dude's a boss, 100%. You can see his health bar. You can see he's like in the middle of an attack animation.
Oh yeah, I actually didn't notice the health bar before.
Yeah, so there's the health bar right there. You can't see my mouse, but it is there, just above his head. There we go. And he's obviously like some kind of swing animation. It looks like.
I don't know for sure he's a boss. He could be an ally. Maybe we have to protect him.
Do you genuinely believe that, or are you just trolling?
Yes to both. I'm just saying we don't know for sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, Leia.
Move along.
Alongside here as well, it's a bit cut off. Oh yeah, we can see that the no, this is the Hopeport stone. There's a second portal stone right here. This is not the main one. So this is Hopeport West portal, something like that. This is probably going to be somewhere between. Someone put a nice picture of it. Let's see if I can pull it up. I think Pepperoni did a nice image on this. I have it here. This is where Pepperoni thinks it'll be, and after discussing, oh my god, I didn't even notice that he did this. This is like this cool render that we have here. So,
oh, that's so cool.
So he's taken parts of the screenshot, he's assembled it, and then we can see like the fence posts. So it's like this, and then he reckons it'll be up here. And the reason that we think it's up here is because this wall at the back, right here, is this wall here, right here. So that wall is the wall that for Stonemore Hill. So it should line up about here. And then we'll probably come into it from the collapsed hovels up here like this, maybe. Or we can come into the side from Rocky Road, but it'll probably be like this. Yeah. New stone. So that's something that people have been asking for quite some time. What do you think? T, you're in Hopeport right now.
I literally opened the map to look at it, and I was like, "Yeah, that makes a lot of sense." Also, do we know what the Rocky Road is leading to? Is that something that is already available,
Yeah,
or
that's
do we know
Stone.
that?
That goes to Stonemore Hill, which is episode 5.
Okay, so we do know that that's where that's gonna go. So it makes perfect sense to put a teleport right next to the entrance. You know, they do that with most of the episodes, but also it's going to make things like fishing and gathering in the monument easier as well, because you're not going to have to walk all the way from the starting TP all the way through Hopeport anymore. So it's going to speed that process up a lot as well.
Yeah, where it would be really good to see a storage rift on the beach area, I think, because even with this teleport, it actually doesn't. Once you're in the monument pieces and you're like doing the grind, this teleport doesn't do much for you because you're not really teleporting.
I guess that's true, because you just sell in the bank and the shop's all right there.
Yeah.
It'd be great if the portal stones could double as storage rifts.
Ooh.
Cool. West Reward? Maybe later. Yeah, I mean, it'd be awesome if we got a storage rift here because it would really help with the Gennards and Rays because they're bad. they're really bad. Rays are less bad, but Gennards are just terrible. Even if you're like teleporting, banking, teleporting up here and running down, it would still be miserable to do anything with Gennards other than drop them. Also begs the question of whether it'll be unlockable before, like if it's a We Hope Forest where it's locked until you defeat the boss in quest, or if it's gonna be like you can just walk up to it and grab it, right? Because then it means like it'll be available for someone like Tea Time who's only level 200 odd. Because this will be a 6-star quest, so it'll be even harder than Branoff. So
I'd imagine for a 6-star quest that would probably be part of the reward.
Yeah.
Of course, they need to think of a better reward than a portal stone, which is pretty limited.
But yeah, people have been asking for a portal stone over here. Everyone's like, "Oh, make the monument portal." It'll be good. That we definitely need. I think we need a storage rift down here to make a lot of these shitty things less shitty. Without a lack of a better term.
Yeah.
we had now on the weekly league 3. We got that up. Here it is. Most of this is all just like new starter stuff, more compliance stuff, as we said. So this week is when the Ofcom from the UK added more compliance to comply to. Then there's breaking LED strips in half with Samuel. I don't know what I don't think we got a story about this on the stream. So
Samuel mentioned there were a lot of them. He
a
didn't
lot of them?
necessarily mention whether it was intentional breaking or if it was necessary breaking.
What are they like? Maybe they're just making their office pretty because everyone judged them on their very boring office. You remember that when they did the office league, and everyone's like, "God, it looks depressing." It's a normal office, guys. What are you? Everyone's so busy working. Everyone's like so like work from home coded, especially people who play Brighter Shores, that they didn't realize what an office looks like anymore. James is working on UK compliance. Ian was fixing bugs. Content team. So they've been working on the Mantuban, the Kren. Samuel was working on preparing for the official Fan Friday stream, which amounted to nothing, apparently. So he lost all of his like presets and stuff like that, apparently, and then we were late, and he had to use a trackpad. Building this, and then he did a lot of community stuff this week, supporty stuff. He's a support main. Daniel's been working on Hope Forest 2. Harris is working on Hope Forest 6, and then Hope Forest 2. Graphics team, Greg was doing a bunch of stuff. Nick was doing less than Greg. Come on, Nick.
Busy boy.
That's a joke. That's a joke.
What?
No, I said
he's doing
Nick
a great job.
No, Nick only did this, and then Greg did this. What the hell? Nick,
I see.
Pick it up. Pick up the work. No, obviously this doesn't tell the full story, guys. And then some more stuff. And then Volkan has left Fen Research for personal reasons. We wish him the best in the future. We open up recruitment again very soon. So I think Volkan was a graphics artist. No, it might have been technical.
He was working on graphics for the Hopeport 2-star quest.
Yeah, he was. But then we have... Oh, that's right. This might be the original graphics team too. And then Leia made this regarding Volkan. We have a memorial.
We're very sorry to see him go.
Which was this. It's the song that played in the intro that I'll have it play quietly. This is hilarious. I love. What did you love most about Volkan? Volkan was graphics? Okay.
Yeah.
Someone replied saying Volkan was graphics. What do you love most about Volkan? Volkan?
Conducted some interviews.
You conducted some interviews? Is that what you call it?
Yes. I interviewed the community. They were very helpful.
Jinx Gaming.
You Jinx.
I love these.
Nobody was prompted.
Raccoons there, yeah. I love your like. There's so much raw genuineness out of this.
Yeah, I didn't tell anybody in advance. Maybe some people caught on at the end, but the people that I messaged first, it completely. That was a funny story with Sanhai, actually. I'll tell you afterwards.
It's a little bit cut off, but OJ Allen, yeah, no idea.
Got the gist of it.
Too soon. Lusty, his booty cheeks. And then
This one actually, look, it let me type damn. I was amazed.
oh, you're right. He was really looking. Oh, Nesquik, what really wanted to hope for us 2 characters. Volkan? There's
Yeah.
another Volkan.
Most common response by far.
Survey says.
Yeah.
Volkan.
So clearly, we will really miss Volkan.
Yeah. I think people missed him for sure. So what did said hi?
Oh, so I messaged Sanhai and he got that. I had to explain who Volkan was to almost everybody that I messaged. So this was a long process. So with Sanhai, I took a little bit of a different approach because all I was getting was Volkan question mark, Volkan question mark. I'm like, okay, I can note this. I can get a better answer. And so he said that, and then I'm like, Volkan was a Fen member. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us. And then he's like, oh my god, I'm on a phone call. I'll get right back with you. I'm like, no, Sanhai, it's fine. I'm sorry. I'm memeing. I didn't mean you to take it so seriously.
You scared the crap.
I did.
Sanhai's like in a business call, and Sanhai's like, in Sanhai's perspective, you're like, someone just died, and you're just sitting there like, oh, it's
in
not
his
a big
defense,
deal.
that is kind of how I made it sound. I didn't explicitly say that.
I did say it was a memorial.
Yeah, that's actually a memoriam.
Memoriam.
Yes.
Memoriam.
Perfect.
Thank you, everybody who participated, though.
This is rest in peace, Volkan. for April 14th to April 25th. Yeah, so he left for personal reasons.
Dates, but yeah.
Left for personal reasons. I don't suspect there's any other reason. Like they wouldn't. I feel like it's fine.
Samuel did mention on his own stream that it was just personal reasons. It didn't seem like there was any negativity. If there had been any like that,
I joked. I was like,
I'm hoping everything is cool, and I really hope that he finds what he's looking for moving forward. And if he ever sees it, I hope he doesn't think anything of it. Great name.
Yeah, Volkan took one look at the Steam forums and went, "Fuck, not doing this."
Possibly. It's not for everyone.
So thank you so much for putting that together. That was really
yeah,
funny.
I apologize for the very poor production value.
No, it was perfect. I think it adds.
I do not have
to
those
it.
kind of skills.
I think it adds to it. So we have here the sheet, which I have a comparison, which we can pull up as well. So someone quickly made this comparison, which I appreciate because I'm going to use it for content. Here, so these are the new markers. So obviously,
oh, this is great.
Hopeport release, and then Hopeport 6 stars in progress, and Forest 6 stars in progress. We will get a better sense, I think, of how long these will take over the coming months, right? Which will be good. Because then we can, like, right now we don't really have much information about what in progress means and how long that'll take. Then obviously the varying length of quests and stuff would also affect it. But it seems like the 6 stars, it's interesting they've gone from 6 stars, because I remember they were first talking about how they wanted to introduce like in between quests, because right now it's 2 and then 5, right? And there's like nothing in between, and that's pretty bad for things like the mines is probably the worst, right? Lost and Found is really egregious in terms of the.
Yeah, I agree. The mines is definitely the worst.
The mines are the best. I don't know what you guys mean.
For quests, obviously.
Of course.
Ataran made this. So there you go. Shout out to Ataran. Yeah, so we'll get a better sense of it. Now regarding quests, let's see. We did during the podcast. Fen Friday. I keep mixing them up. Sorry, early morning for me. So during Fen Friday, we talked about quests for a bit, and there was something that surprised me in that they're still of the opinion that they don't want to do any, like, someone asked during the Q&A, like, are there going to be quests that go across episodes? And their stance is still no on that. And it was like, we can see long quests, like long and harder quests, but we don't think that there will be cross episodes still. And I don't. We've seen they can do it because the Easter event was global. It's like a quote global quest. I would like to see more of those eventually, but I don't like immediately writing them off though. But then again, maybe they just mean they're not going to work on them just yet.
Right. I had
because
missed that, so I wasn't aware that they had said no to that.
Well, it was a Q&A. The way that someone asked the question was like, basically, are we going to see quests that go across multiple episodes? And Samuel's answer to that was, we're going to see long quests within an episode. Right?
Okay, I see.
But I feel like the episodes are so contained that a long quest within an episode will still be like you'll just be running around forest, right? Like you're all up and down, left and right, cutting down trees or gathering stuff or whatever. So I'd like to see it kind of expand if we can get that, because that's how you get the really epic scenarios. But maybe that's what the main story is supposed to be.
Maybe it can apply more to the future, like when more skill or professions are entwined, like leatherworking going into armor, for example, could potentially see a multi-zone quest.
Yeah. It's something that I mean, obviously it's not a priority. It's just something that I thought of.
Right.
It's tricky.
I will say, Tel, you said something about why they were going for 6-star quests. I did have a thought that a lot of the players commented about the Herbalist Hurdle that it was really short, and I do think part of that's because everyone who's actively playing right now is probably over-leveled for that quest. So there may be an effort to do 6-star quests so that there are quests with higher skill requirements, so that even players who might have a 500 but haven't leveled another skill can have fun with these quests, have a little more time with them, because they're higher tiered quests that'll actually match the player base that's playing right now and give them new content versus, the content that just got released is great for me because I actually have to play through it. It's taking me days to play through it, but all y'all blew right through it. So maybe these higher tier quests are an effort to listen to the outcries and be like, hey, here you go, something for your levels, something that'll actually take you a day or two, maybe.
That's
well, knowing y'all, it won't. But
that's a really good point, because we definitely need early stuff, but that is great in terms of like we do go for 6-star because we don't know what 6-star means yet. That could be 70, 80, 90.
I would love to see some higher level stuff that requires people to have points in their passive abilities.
Yeah.
That would be very rewarding for me, personally.
Spicy.
Yes.
You just want other people to suffer.
No, I want other people to put their points into their passives.
Yeah, suffer because they
suffering.
don't. Suffer because they don't.
Yeah, sure. Suffer if they don't.
It's really That's a really good point regarding the 6-star quest. I like that a lot, because I think I've been saying this for a while, but basically this game dies for the individual player when they run out of goals, right? So some people finish all the quests and they're like, I'm done. Some people got into Hope Forest and they weren't having fun anymore, so they're done, right? So there's a few like that. But if you're not like immediately put off by the gameplay, which some people are, and that's fine, then what happens is you will eventually run out of stuff to do and you don't have goals to work on. And when you don't have goals to work on, then you stop signing in. Simple as that. So having a 6-star quest, which gives a new goal, even if it's something as crappy as going into the mines again, it'll help.
Yeah.
It'll absolutely help. Let's so what else? So during the stream, there was a Q&A part. I think we got some insight into Delver. Delver's definitely, he said that they're going to make Delver different, which is good. Something they've been talking about for a while. But yeah, I can't think of too much other stuff from the stream. So you did a personal stream? Did you watch the personal stream? I was out.
I didn't get to see much of it, unfortunately.
Yeah. T-Time, did you?
No, I also was out.
Yeah. No, I was streaming at I was delirious. It was like 2 a.m. for me, which is I wake up early. I'm an early frog, only because I have to get stuff done. I'm not usually staying up so late. And then, yeah, apparently he streamed after, and I'm like, okay, whatever, goodbye. That's gonna be my life for the next while I play this game.
Looking at brighter shores.
Hey. So something I wanted to do and bring to the podcast, because we're not really bringing, every single guest on who gets a level 500, is I will try and celebrate as many as I can on here, so we can celebrate as a community with them. This is great. This is a snapshot from
Woo! The mines. Let's go. Best place to have a party.
Red Bean. I love this.
Yes.
Mine of Mantiban, more like mine of Mantibean. He says as he hits the aura and gets to max. So he hit first person to hit 500 all on mines. So that'll be number 1. Let's for go. Most people who hit 500 all in an episode, they're too shy to come and chat on the podcast, which is fine. But Bean did say he'd like to give a shout out to the entirety of Bean Cord for introducing the Brightest Shores and keeping him motivated on his grinds. I don't know what
Amazing.
a Bean Cord is, but I'm sure the people of the Bean Cord are there.
Congrats, Red Bean.
We appreciate you, Bean Cord, and congrats, Bean.
We had these. So this is Leia lovingly put this together, all of the 500s that she's aware of.
Yeah, I'm so sorry if I don't know about yours, by the way. Specifically Hope Port and Hope Forest. You'll see I may be a little biased episode-wise.
Until we get an easier way to look, it's pretty hard. But
yeah.
Any 500 I'm made aware of, I will celebrate. So Omega Hacksaw has got Hope Port Max. Ashley got Hope Port Max. We didn't see what one she maxed there. At the end,
no, she got 2 skills at once, but I did not
That's
ask
cool.
which, so I am sorry for not asking.
Akane got Hope Forest Max, which is huge. Oh my god, Leia.
No, I'm sorry. My friends are in the mines in Chronopolis. I don't hang out in the other I would love to expand my friend community.
Mines Max, Red Bean, obviously. Congratulations. We got some miners. We see Terrace, Red Bean, and Raccoon. Congrats on 500 mining. Blacksmith, we got Terrace, Blood Hype, Sane Dude. Yeah, sure, Sane. Red Bean again, Paperclip. Congratulations. Lusty got 500 Stonemason, which is huge. And apparently Bean just got all 3 here?
I believe so. I'm not 100% sure, but those skills are not top 20 capped yet.
Yeah.
So that's where I pulled those from. It was new names that were popping up throughout the last 2 weeks.
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kren Max, we have Joy Boy and Tulin. Leatherworker, Gabby, and Ron Stampler.
Hey.
Woo!
Congrats, Ron.
Joy Boy.
Let's go, Ron.
Merchant and Pepperoni got Combat 2K. Pepperoni got Combat 2K, AFK,
Let's
and
go!
Potless.
Yes.
So
Pepperoni said to me, he said, I don't want to miss out on any time playing combat, so I'm not gonna use pots, I'm not gonna use any AFK, I'm not gonna use any KP, I'm always gonna use KP on other things because Pepperoni just loves to fight.
That's funny. Yeah, and that kind of goes to show like goals like this are attainable for sure, because Pep did it basically AFK the whole time. He wasn't potting, he wasn't sweating, he wasn't doing combat pots. It was just pure mano a mano 1v1s dueling. And we had some people in chat. So Jason Robinson got rank 14 on Chef, so that's 500. There you go. And Nesquick is maxing the forest in the next couple of hours, so probably after this podcast.
Nice.
Nesquick will be maxing Hope Forest, and there's probably a party there somewhere. But this is good. So congrats to those people. Oh gosh. Yeah. All right. I've been logged out. There's absolutely no chance I can play.
I hope you used your passive potion and started a passive.
Oh, really? No, I've been AFK for 40 minutes, actually.
Oh my gosh.
I am not
Oh my
efficient.
gosh, you're in the middle of nowhere.
I know. I'm just doing nothing. I was doing laps. Training my agility. Let me go set up a passive. It's especially we usually go. I'm gonna have a good old sleep after the podcast because I get up way too early to do these. Celebrations, Fed stream, yeah. Was there anything else that you guys wanted to chat about? Bring up? I think you had a talking point about the potion belt tea time.
Oh yeah. It was like, as a new player, there's gonna be a bunch of other new players coming in as new content is added. And it's probably not gonna be a lot of people at first, but as there's more and more, obviously more will come, and that's just how it always is. But when these new players come and they say things like, "Oh, why can't we put more potions on the potion belt?" or "Why can't we put more potions in the stack?" It's really fun that now we get to be the ones to be like, "Listen here, Sonny, I remember when you could only equip 10 potions and you would have to drop potions to be able to do a full run of things." And
to be fair, they still have to do that until they do the quest.
well, yeah, but I think there's gonna end up being this meta that new players come in, and the first thing they hear about is 32 carp, which if they get past that, they're gonna enjoy the game. And then the second thing they're probably gonna hear about is the potions belt. And I think that those two quests combined are probably a really good litmus test for new players on whether or not they're gonna enjoy this game, which I think is really masterfully done by the game producers to make two. A lot of people are saying Herbalist Hurdle is a low level quest. I really can't
you
speak
disagree?
to that because I have no idea, because I don't know what it's like after level 200. But I do know that it definitely gives you a good feel for exactly how long things take in this game. And if you're not up for that, then I genuinely believe that the Gowers or sorry, Fen Research is doing their best to make this game a game that's going to last forever by making it more new player friendly than some games in the past, and it's in ways that you don't even realize. But as a new player who's seeing these things get added regularly, I literally, the first week I played this game, went, "Why can I only equip 10 potions if I can buy, however many?" And then the first content patch that comes out when I started playing, "Oh, you can now equip 1,000 combat potions." And those things are the things that are going to bring in more and more new players. And the more we talk about, hey, they've been improving the game, this is better, and they're going to keep improving it, that's just going to give the game a better rap. I saw a lot of negativity online whenever I first got into this game, and it almost turned me away. But the few positive reviews I saw that were like, "Hey, give it a chance for what it is," those are the things that really brought me in. So the more we have people talking about the good that's being done and the updates that are coming out, and we're talking about, how far the game already has come, and it's not even been out for a year yet, and it's already gotten all these quality of life updates, and we've got a new quest, which means content's coming. Like, I'm excited now. I haven't had to wait as long as you guys, which I understand, but I am pumped, which means there are other people out there that don't know about this game that are gonna hear about it and get pumped, and it's up to us as a community to match that hype and not dull the shine of new players.
We found the trusted player, everyone. We found the trusted player.
That was beautiful.
You don't know what that means, tea time, which is even better. But we found the trusted player. Leia, what do you think? What do you think of that? You think he's not jaded enough, or you think he needs more
give him time?
Yeah, give him time.
Yeah, for sure.
Give him 6 months.
But you know what? Hopefully he doesn't get jaded. Hopefully,
no.
There's no reason to, because content actually is coming now.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I agree. So this is kind of what I've talked about, is that reframing myself in terms of the like the 6 months, right? And like because they've said it, we got that email from James, which said something along the lines of like, we are still listening to player feedback. We just wanted to focus on our own roadmap for a while, and that kind of put me in the frame of mind of like, okay, let's rethink the next 6 months and be like, I'm just treating it as launch again, right? I'm going to give them the 6 months to prove that they can do regular content updates and this and that, as Tea Time said, which is a good thing, because what you haven't experienced Tea Time and why everyone's quite negative online is the first 6 months. The first couple of, like the first month was good, and lots of quality life fixes and stuff like that, but they had to shift away from content, and then there was 5 months of really slow stuff because there was lots of delays because of UK stuff, holidays, and the Online Safety Act and office moving and hiring people, like all these different like roadblocks, which gamers are impatient as it is,
right?
Especially when it's a live service, and that's kind of where that negativity comes from. But if people like you or people come at it with a perception that you have, that could be quite good. And like, you know, fresh faced 6 months kind of thing. Let's see how the next 6 months goes. That's quite good. Yeah.
Not to mention, like, in 6 months from now, think about this. We're gonna have how many new fully trained staff members working on stuff? But in 6 months, like,
yeah, 4 or 5.
4.
Yeah,
4 or
more
5.
if they're
Which,
rehiring now.
if I'm not mistaken, that like doubles the team or close to it.
doubles the graphics and technical coding team.
That's coming in the next 6 months. Not to mention the fact that the first 6 months of a game launching is almost always just putting out fires, and I think everyone knows that. So the fact that, yes, the first 6 months were very rocky, and I definitely sympathize with every single person who sat through and was patient and was valiant and was here for the game and was here to build the community. Let's be that community now that brings in all the new players and says, let's enjoy this thing now that it is enjoyable, you know?
Wow. Need it. We need a
mom an English teacher or something. You're so good with words.
Maybe English and what was it? Spanish?
Yeah, English and Spanish. Yeah.
No, that's spitting facts. I can see love in chat from for you as well. That's good. No, it's quite refreshing. That is. I'm critical, so like I come at things from both angles. I'm more positive as well, like I've been saying, and I fully agree. Just next 6 months, like for sure, we'll see. And maybe that's copium, but
if it is copium, guess what? The only thing is time will tell.
Yeah, and you can always just stop playing. It's still an option.
It is, and
unless
I
you're
think
Leia.
too many people hear that.
I like the game. I don't have any issues with it. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think too many people hear, oh, you have the option not to play, and think that that means you want the game to not succeed. But I think what it really is it's like, hey, I understand you're not having fun with the game right now.
Yeah, that's
Stuff
exactly
will come
right.
out eventually.
That's exactly
Let's stop
right.
being mad about what it is and be happy about what it is. And then when more comes, let's be happy about that. And we can enjoy other things in the meantime. You know, we can have, I heard there were Among Us lobbies with like Brighter Shores players, and like people are playing other games together. That is where the community aspect comes in. And I've said pretty much since I became a gamer that the community is what makes a game. Every game that's been alive forever and ever and ever, is because of the community. You know, the main game that I cover, Age of Empires, is from 1999, and yet it's still being, you know, bankrolled by Microsoft, one of the biggest companies in the world, because the community is there and showing up. So as long as we're there and showing up and we're encouraging others to come in and try it out, it's gonna flourish, because we all know this is a good game. We're all addicted to it. Like, we know there's proof to the pudding. So don't dull that shine that we know is coming with a little bit of spit polish. And I think I've said that 3 times now, so I won't repeat myself again. But thank you. That's all I
your
had
catchphrase
to say. Thanks,
is becoming alive.
Yeah. Well, I want to end it there. That's great. I don't think I can top that. So we're gonna switch over here. Thank you for watching. My name's Tal. you're on my YouTube. If you need to take a look at the Fen, if you want to take a look at the Fen stream, it's on. You know, I have it available, but it's ad free, right? So don't worry about that. Tea time, please give yourself a shout out.
I am
God
the
after
Tactical
that.
Tea Time at Twitch and the Tactical Tea Time on YouTube. I'm doing a 72-hour stream for my birthday next week. It's mostly going to be Age of Empires, but there will be some Brighter Shores as well when I'm feeling tired and when I want to play it because I'm addicted, like I said. So,
Wow.
thanks for letting me come on, Tel, and I
No, you're right.
cannot wait to be ingrained in this community even deeper.
Yeah, yeah. I got.
We are so happy to have you.
You very, very much so. Very happy to have. Yeah, absolutely welcome. Because you started streaming this game pretty recently, right?
Literally like 2 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah, yeah, okay. But you've been streaming for a while?
I've been streaming for about a year and a quarter. I mostly do like casting content for Age of Empires, but
okay.
other than that,
that's where all the English comes from.
Yeah, and big history nerd, all that kind of stuff. But also into language, into pretty much anything that can be you know, thought about deeply. So if you want to have deep philosophical discussions or you want these nuts jokes, I also do those pretty good. I've got a wide range of skills.
Well, there you go. Well, the whole community absolutely welcomes you. What remains of us? And Leia?
Yeah, I am Learia. I am a Twitch streamer, Learia_games, if you'd like to find me there. Obviously, I'm super addicted to the game, so I'll be around. I'm going to continue to track those 500s. If I don't get you or you think I may not be aware of your 500, feel free to reach out to me in-game, on Twitch, through anybody. I will add your list, add your name to that list.
Yeah, send them over to me as well, and then we'll do our best
go straight to Tel.
Yeah, and then I'll send it, and we'll build that list.
Oh, and thank you everybody who participated this week in my survey.
The links to their channels are in the description. Thank you all very much for watching, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.
Bye.
Bye.